Hola amigos y amigas y bienvenidos a un nuevo episodio que ya hacía tiempo que no subía ninguno al canal de Los Ángeles Noire. Estamos en antivicio. La última vez que jugué fue el día 20 del mes pasado, antes de que me pasara el problema con el link y demás historias aquí en la Nintendo Switch. Pero bueno, vamos al tema en antivicio y destino manifiesto. Vamos a ello. Destino manifiesto. A ver la entrada que viene.
Earl Phelps, a shooting at the 111 Club, 6232 Hollywood Boulevard.
Sounds like a homicide beef.
Two of the dead guys caught in the crossfire were carrying Army surplus morphine. Get over there before homicide tramples all over the place.
We already cleared that up.
Judge in Pasadena took the big sleep yesterday. He had a personal stash of 20 cigarettes. Appears we didn't get all of it.
Parece que no está resuelto. Qué bien. A ver si me acuerdo.
God damn it. We just can't seem to put this morphine to sleep. A dead judge. It's not good. Everyone has their vices. Even you, Phelps.
El cambio de los mandos cuesta un poco acostumbrarse. Pero como sabéis, ahora estoy en PlayStation 4 jugando a Fortnite. Y el tener un mando excesivamente grande a no tener un mando chiquitico como que llevo ahora. Y a ver si me acuerdo de la X. Vale, perfecto. A ver si llega el compañero, ¿no? No vamos. Club 111.
Homicide guys are already inside.
Joder, los homicidios ya han llegado.
Bukowski.
Phelps, back again.
We're here about the morphine.
Over by the bandstand. You can see what's left of the owner, Eddie McGoldrick, 26, former Marine.
I know Eddie McGoldrick. He was a non-com in my old unit.
I'm sorry to hear that, Cole. Waitress said he recently came into some money and bought the club.
Who are the other Vics?
Two musicians, Biddleston and Bo. And get this, they used to be in a four-piece, but the trombone player and the drummer OD'd.
Don't tell me. Lamont and Tyree?
Pero
We've met the rest of the band.
Now they're a no-piece.
Moquetes.
Do you mind if we take a look around?
Be my guest. You might want a word with the hostess, too. I'll keep her company until you're ready.
Must have pumped a dozen rounds into
El
it.
mensaje está claro.
Certainly sends a message.
Y esto no es relevante para el caso. Esto es lo mismo.
When you're ready to have a civil conversation, we can try again.
A ver por aquí qué hay. Una caja de cerillas. Una caja de cerillas otra vez. Esto no es relevante para el caso. A ver, que hay aquí dentro.
Well maintained, custom case. Someone cared for this instrument. What's that click?
Find anything interesting?
Neat trick. The case must have cost more than the trumpet.
Un ticket. Ya, pase gratuito.
We should follow up on the musician angle. He kept his stash close at hand.
Voy a darle atrás. Que esto ya lo hemos visto. Vale.
Another day, another dollar.
Aquí. Bolsillo interior. Ahí está la morfina. Ahí tenemos a la morfina. Estoy un poco amarillo, ¿no? Parece que está un poco amarillo.
Do we have a new source, or is this coming from what's left in circulation?
Ahí va, me he salido. No quería salirme. Perdón. Nada en el brazo. En el bolsillo interior tampoco hay nada. En este tampoco hay nada. Y tampoco hay nada. Solo la morfina. Pues nada, pues ya está.
Find anything interesting?
No creo que haya nada más por aquí. Así que vamos a hablar con...
Ma'am, I'm Detective Phelps, Administrative Vice Squad.
Welcome to the 111 Club, Detective. Feels like I've had half the LAPD in here today already.
Tiroteo.
Any idea who did the shooting?
No idea. It was my day off. If I had been here, honey, I'd be full of holes just like the others.
Poli bueno, poli malo. Vamos a ser poli malo.
You want to level with me, miss, before we start taking an interest in you.
This place has been on the slide for years. Eddie turns up, buys the club, then we start getting visits from tough guys. Next thing you know, we have the St. Valentine's Day massacre. Are you getting the picture?
Vale. De momento hemos acertado con la primera pregunta, cosa que es raro en mí. Pero bueno. Conocimiento de McGoldrick.
Tell us about Eddie.
Eddie didn't know a thing about running a nightclub. He came into some money and waltzed in and bought the place. The previous owner thought all his Christmases had come at once.
That's some suggestion you're making about a former United States Marine.
Marine or no, Eddie was in over his head. Sorry if I hurt your feelings.
Thank you for your help, ma'am.
Eddie was in over his head, but he was a decent
Me tiró hasta el
boss.
cuello, pero era un buen jefe. Bueno, al menos, mira. A ver. Tenemos... No, ¿ya se van todos o qué?
Catch all the good ones, Phelps.
Bueno, vamos a ver por aquí. Todo, macho. Eddie.
Bad luck, Eddie. Okinawa
Estaba
couldn't kill you,
el amigo
but
Eddie.
knowing the wrong people in this city.
El amigo estaba fondoncete, ¿eh? O sea, no. Desde los marines que no hacía ejercicio, cabrón. Verás tú qué tripa tiene. Nada. Qué raro. Nada.
They didn't even try to crack the safe.
Abrir la caja. Las disperses. No hay nada más.
Is somebody gonna tell us what the hell's going on?
And I thought this was such a nice area.
No hay.
Nice thing about egotists is don't talk about other people.
Pues vámonos a.
Or they get blown to pieces back.
Aquí ya hemos estado en otro capítulo, si no recuerdo mal.
I'm going to the lakes and what's
The food wasn't great. You're nice.
Sí, es donde canta esa muchacha. En homicidios. Cuando estábamos en homicidios estuvimos aquí.
Take a break, boys.
We would like them to stay, Miss Lickman. We're making inquiries into the recent deaths of 4 musicians.
Since when have the police cared about dead black men?
Good point. We don't. What we care about is 2 tons of Army surplus morphine showing up on the street. If you care about working in this town, you better give me something on Biddleston and Bow, or their knucklehead buddies Tyree and Lamont.
And this is your idea of making inquiries, Untersturmführer?
I've told you 1,000 times about speaking that German gibberish at me, Elsa.
Roy! How about you get a drink while I see to this?
Will you sit down?
Why antagonize him, Elsa? You know what he's capable of.
Ask your questions, head officer. We have work to do.
Uy, no, mierda.
Do you wish
Oh.
to finish the interview?
Oh, que me confundo de botones.
People are dying of overdoses. If you know anything about it, you need to tell me.
I can't help you.
A lot of cats are into the
No
thing.
tengo nada de
There's nothing
particular.
special about your boys.
Vamos a usar la intuición. Eliminar una respuesta. Polibueno, polimalo. Vamos con polimalo.
You can do this the easy way with me, or I can call my partner back over. I can assure you he's a lot less sensitive.
You think your threats frighten me?
Black man don't supply nothing. You think there's a black man in this town holding on to 2 tons of morphine? He'd be dead in a minute. White man supplies, black man buys.
Bueno, no es la respuesta que nos tenían que haber dado, pero vale. Víctimas.
My partner mentioned a couple of names. You recognize them?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Podemos usar polimalo otra vez.
The only way you're going to get rid of me is to give me an answer.
I knew Cornell. We worked together a few years ago. He loved the music, but the music didn't love him.
What does that mean?
It means that he just wasn't that good. He was a sad, lonely cat.
Boys, take 5 minutes, please. I need to have a private word with the officer. Why do you ask people to risk talking about a subject that could have them jailed?
Drugs are against the law, Elsa.
You're so full of courage, you have never felt ashamed.
This is getting us nowhere.
Do you think you'll win your war against narcotics?
It's not my war. It's against the law. My job is to prosecute the laws of this city.
Do you think you can stop people from needing drugs, detective?
I'm asking the questions here.
Then why do you come to me with your stupid questions? You know who controls the drugs in this city.
It's not enough to just survive, Elsa. You have to try and make the world a better place.
Brave words, and very noble. But words are just words, Colfax.
She's right. We need to pay a visit to the mixer.
Cohen? Do you know where to find him?
This time of day, you'll find him holding court at the Macambo.
He can wait. There's something I need to be sure of. Give me till tomorrow morning.
Don't do anything I wouldn't do, partner.
A seguirla.
Damn!
Move in. I risk losing the trail.
Vale, iba a pegar un poquito más. Una bonita casa. Y está esperando fuera.
LAPD, we're looking for Mayor Cohen. I believe he has lunch here.
There's not going to be any trouble, is there?
Which table?
Number 3, if you'll follow me.
Are you working Friday night? We should go out afterward.
Food wasn't great. You're nice.
LAPD, we have some questions regarding...
Hi, Mickey. How's it hanging?
Fine. Just fine, Roy. I see you brought Iga Beaver along. Hope he's not going to put the shakes on me again.
Cole Phelps, Mickey Cohen.
Good afternoon.
He has manners. Aren't you a little green for this kid?
Meet Johnny Stompanato, Cole. He has the biggest schlong in Hollywood and the smallest gun. Or maybe that's the other way around. I can never quite remember.
You're a funny guy, Roy. Haven't I always said what a funny guy Roy is? And how much fun it would be to get together with him sometime.
Poor Johnny. He's the dark, sensitive type. He's a serviceman too, Cole. Johnny was at Okinawa.
You were in the crotch?
6th Marines.
The lieutenant who won the Silver Star up on Sugarloaf. I've heard of you.
Something like that.
All right, have we finished flirting? You got something to discuss, Roy? Or are you going to stand around beating the meat while my lunch gets cold?
We have some questions.
Do I need my lawyer?
Operación de drogas de tiroteo en el 111.
We believe there's a link between a group of Marines and the morphine stolen from the SS Coolidge. One of those Marines was shot to death in a club last night.
I wouldn't know anything about that.
Vamos a usar la intuición porque este tío es muy listo. Ole malo.
So you haven't heard anything about what happened at the 111 Club?
What can I say, kid? I'm shocked that in the land of opportunity, Uncle Sam's finest feel the need to resort to crime. It's a dangerous business. I can attest to that. I'd recommend they get out of the life. Quickly.
Muy bien.
Your brother-in-law, Lenny Finkelstein, was selling stolen morphine. He had 1/3 of the shipment.
Old news, kid. I don't know anything about what Lenny was up to.
So I'm supposed to believe that you don't know what happened to the rest of the shipment?
Lenny, God rest his soul, was a moron. He was family, though, and I haven't made a beef about that, so count yourself lucky, kid. The H is a filthy habit, and I don't condone it. The simple solution would be to have all the dope fiends put down.
So you don't know where he got the morphine?
Kid, ask a question you might get an answer to.
A few Negroes saying goodbye on the sidewalk will never make the papers, Mickey. But we had a judge in Pasadena say adios the other day. Prominent white people popping their clogs makes everyone nervous.
You know dope has never been my thing, Roy. It's always been for schmendricks like Jack D. and Jimmy Utley. But I'll ask around and I'll get back to you. Hey, you boys want some lunch? How about a drink?
We'll take a rain check on that. Come on, Cole, we're leaving.
We have to cut that dope. It looks bad with people dying.
We have to get the rest of it. There's no way of watering down the stuff in those little packages. We have to put the squeeze on those guys and get the rest of it.
They don't seem the type to frighten that easy.
We'll see.
We missed something in that mess at the 111. Let's go back.
No sé dónde vamos a ir, porque...
KTI Radio reminds you.
Lugares... Vamos a... El Club 111 otra vez. Aquí, ahora, nuestro cadáver. No se puede hacer nada aquí. Quita de medio. Nene. Ah.
Do we have a new source, or is this coming from what's left in circulation?
Esta sala no la había visto yo.
Dozen packs to a carton. 100 cartons or more. Looks like a couple of months' supply. These look brand new. Never fired. Haven't been degreased yet. We could check on the serial numbers.
Is this guy hunting for bear? Look at these things.
They're BARs. You get the odd guy who sneaks one of them home from the war. How did he get 3 of them? Army surplus morphine, Army surplus weapons, Army surplus valors. Sound familiar?
We should get back to the station and check the details of what exactly was lifted from that ship.
Bien.
What's going on?
That fucking rat Stoker has gone public about Brenda.
Who is Brenda?
Brenda is L.A.'s most famous madam.
Everyone knows it?
Of course everyone knows. Brenda pays her way.
Are we cops or a collection agency?
Whores have been around since the Bible. Our job is to keep it off the street so Joe Citizen and his wife can stroll around unmolested.
Then we should change the law.
Are you out of your mind? Every politician in America is against prostitution, except when they're using them.
So where does Stoker come in?
He objects to the LAPD and the administration taking its cut.
Is everyone in on this?
Yeah, and that's the problem. From a little acorn does a large tree grow. He could bring the whole thing crashing down on us.
Aren't you supposed to be working the...
Sir, do you know which robbery detectives are working the Army surplus theft from the Coolidge?
Caldwell and McManus? I saw Caldwell in the squad room not long ago if you want to speak to him.
Thank you, sir. We'll do that.
This way.
I don't want no part of it. Captain finds out. Dead. He beat her up bad. So when I found him, I returned the favor.
Harry, you got a minute?
Sure, Cole, anytime.
You've been working the docks robbery on the SS Coolidge?
Yeah, that's right.
So how do you see it?
Inside job. Either the guys working the wharves or some of the guys on the ship.
What else was taken apart from the morphine?
Case of BARs, case of Thompsons, crate of Valor smokes.
Homicide just recovered 3 BARs and a mountain of cigarettes at a shooting at the 111 Club.
No kidding. I better get over there.
Do you have a copy of the manifest?
Yeah. Here it is.
Mouthpiece door stripped off me.
So, how do we connect the dots? 11 Club.
Yeah, the bum took a swipe at me. Put him down with my saddle. Yeah, I'm thinking of moving up to a 45. I want to put him down in 1 round.
You think those Vice boys get any on the side?
I say we bust in there and find the goddamn evidence. Yeah, I'm thinking of moving up to a 45. I want to put him down in 1 round.
Here's our backroom arsenal from the 111 Club.
I want to make
Enough to arm 3 companies.
If you got that desk.
This is the crate we recovered. 500,000 cigarettes loose on the streets of L.A. Some of these guys are from my old unit. They must have finally shipped home. Kelso, Sheldon, McGoldrick.
McGoldrick was on the boat?
Sure, we checked him out.
McGoldrick bought the 111 Club, Harry. His brains are all over the bar.
Looks like whoever stole the dope is getting muscled.
By whom?
Dragner or Cohen. They control the hop.
Detectives, KGPL's going crazy. Shots fired at 1384 North Bronson. Some guy with an automatic spraying a Hollywood bus. They want every car. Go!
Yeah, I'm thinking of moving up to a 45. I want to put them down to one lane.
Will this take long? I have responsibilities.
I got the jitters.
Maldito lío de...
I want to stop them with one bat.
He's emptied 2 clips into the bus. As near as we can make out, he's on the roof of one of those buildings.
Reinforcements are on the way. Cease and desist.
Vale. 2 balas he necesitado. Del francotirador, iba con una Thompson de esas, ¿sabes? Tócate los huevos. A la que tantas balas no le he pegado yo, Parece que es el de México, ¿no?
Phone number and restaurant table.
Bueno, perdón por este pequeño corte, pero tenía que atender el teléfono. Vale. Estábamos aquí. Ahí está. Uno, dos,
Follow the BARs.
Y ya está. Vale.
I know that guy. Felix Alvaro.
He's one of the guys from the ship?
His name was on the manifest.
Looks like McGoldrick wasn't the only one to get a message.
Hey, Alvaro.
Hey, Lieutenant.
He's just a plain detective now, Chico.
Who's the jughead?
This is my partner, Roy Earl. We just want to find out what happened.
What happened is that someone took a shot at my bus. And then cops turned up and start treating me like I'm some sort of Pachuco punk. My people have been in California for over 300 years.
Very fucking admirable, Felix.
Informado del robo.
You hear anything about the big heist on the Coolidge?
Yeah, I heard about it.
So what happened?
Not much. The cops came and interviewed me and all the other guys on the ship.
Me estás mintiendo, Álvaro. Me estás mintiendo, Álvaro.
I was down at the 111 Club this morning, waiting for the medical examiner to scrape Eddie McGoldrick's brains off the bar. You want to tell me anything about that?
I heard that Eddie came into some money. Too bad he didn't keep a low profile. It was a tough break to get through Okinawa and then have to buy it back home.
Me estabas mintiendo, Álvaro. No me puedes mentir.
Who's shooting at you, Felix?
How the fuck do I know?
Otra vez me estás mintiendo. Otra vez me estás mintiendo, Alvarito. Alvarito, no me mientas.
Felix, we didn't go through Okinawa to come back to this on our streets.
I've got the LAPD to keep me safe, right? Me and all my people.
We'll be in touch, Felix.
You heard that Jack is in LA?
I saw his name on the manifest.
He's been here a couple of months. Sure glad to see you got over your wound, Lieutenant. I mean, Detective.
Me estabas mintiendo, Alvarito.
Pretty cool customer.
He's been under fire before.
You buying his story?
Not for a minute.
A ver, la cabina de teléfonos. ¿Dónde está? Cabina de teléfonos, aquí. Hace tiempo que no uso ninguna cabina de teléfonos y ya va siendo hora de darme las uso. Cargármelas sí me las sé cargar con el coche, pero...
Phelps, 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
De Jack.
I need an address on a Jack Kelso.
Cargármelas sí que sé cargármelas con...
Jack Kelso, apartment 4, 1408 North El Centro Avenue, Hollywood.
Me parece que esté muy lejos de aquí. No tiene pinta de estar muy lejos de aquí. Así que vamos a coger este pedazo de carro y nos vamos.
Hello, Jack. This is Detective Roy Earl.
Hello, Cole.
We would like a word.
Would you like to come inside?
Actually, we'd prefer if you'd come downtown with us. Do you mind?
Do I have any choice?
No. You don't.
Are you going to tell me what this is all about?
It would be better for all of us if we discussed it at the station.
Bad move, Cole.
Mal hecho, Cole.
How have you been, Jack?
Cut the crap. You pick me up in front of my apartment like a common criminal and then expect small talk? Fuck you.
El otro se parte el culo. Hijo puta el Roy. Hijo puta el Roy. Se parte el culo, hijo puta. Morfina del ejército, directamente.
Do you know that there's a gang war going on in L.A. trying to recover that stolen morphine?
That has nothing to do with me.
Seguro.
I'm sure it would be gripping to hear more of your life story, boys, but the truth is, I don't give a fuck. You were on the boat, Kelso. What happened?
Do you really think a bunch of Marines could muscle in on the dope rackets in this town? Between the Vice Squad and the mob, I hear it's pretty sewn up.
You'd better watch your mouth.
Vale.
Will this take long? I have
Ex-marine.
Sure. What the hell is the LAPD up to these days?
Did you know that Eddie McGoldrick recently came into money and bought a
No
nightclub?
lo sabías.
No, I didn't know that.
No me mientas. No me mientas.
You want to take a guess where he got hold of the cash?
No.
Not really.
Is the captain in?
Armas robadas de Cole.
You heard that a crate of BARs went missing?
No, I didn't.
Este tipo me está Cole malo.
You wouldn't know why Eddie McGoldrick had 3 of them.
The goddamn fool.
You know anything about this mess? I ain't talking to you.
What do you know about the Army surplus robbery from the Coolidge, Jack?
What I know is that on 3 separate occasions, you would have been dead if it weren't for me. I don't know anything about the robbery.
People are dying because morphine intended to help servicemen is being used on the street. Now we have guys from our old unit being killed by mobsters. We can put 2 and 2 together, Jack.
Gratitude isn't a concept that has much effect on you, is it, Cole?
Answer the question, Jack. Let's get this over with.
I was interviewed when the robbery took place. I don't have anything further to add.
Are there nabbers? We're not
Jack,
dirty in this city anymore.
just want information.
Bullshit, Cole. Did you seriously believe that dragging me down here would get me to give up my own guys? You call yourself a Marine? Trying to make a name for yourself with this shitheel? Look at this chump with his $200 suit and $2,000 car.
The tough guy act is really impressive. I like you, Jack. I'd like to make you for this. I really would. I'm gonna be working on it and keeping an eye on you. You can go now.
Shooting, Robert Steiner, 6780 West Sunset Boulevard. The victim is a Chris Majowski.
Another name from the manifest?
How many more friends of yours are gonna get plugged today?
Oh, sí, por culpa de esto llegaré tarde.
They just walked up and shot the man. 2 of them officers, they went that way.
Go on, get out!
Puta mierda de... Está allá. Hostia. Me paran por la mierda de centrar el coche. De la persecución.
I can't hit a target that isn't there, Phelps!
Going too fast!
Keep it steady and I'll try to bust his tires. Step on it, huh? Just give me a little closer.
Quiet. Open fire!
Ay, en fin. Qué bien. Vamos a ver. Otro nombre.
Cohen is meeting with Sheldon tonight.
No. Eso no. Que no quiero eso. Me cago en la puta. Vale, pasando. Aquí hay un periódico. Vamos a la noticia.
We have to look at damage limitation. We can't.
Vale. Está un poco como... A ver, ¿me dejas que mire yo aquel? te pongas a investigar allí donde voy a ir yo. Ah, no me deja. Callejón escenario del crimen. ¿Será este mismo? Por curiosidad. Ajá. Pues hay algo que falta por aquí por investigar o algo. No me detecta este muerto. Este bolsillo es el que quería ver. Antes no me ha dejado verlo. Pues tú no estás, Paul. No, no. Cine chino.